Hi everyone. All right, so very exciting about the affirmations and the affirmation contest here that we have going. So I'm just hoping that Katie will join me here. I'm gonna wait for some of you to jump on and obviously fix my eyebrows. Very exciting. I couldn't wait to start, so I did yesterday. I kind of do affirmations every day for my spirituality, so very, very exciting. I hope this is working. Hold on. For some reason, I'm not seeing anybody. So I'm going to jump on my tablet here because last time this happened, people were commenting and I just didn't see it. So be patient with me, please. Of course my technology doesn't want to work right now. If somebody could give me some hearts or something just to let me know if they're here. The first video I tried just completely froze, so this is gonna be fun. Oh, I see someone. Who is it? Can you comment and let me know if you can, let me know so I can see if I see the comments? That was good English. Oh, there we go. Maria, thank you. I am going to ask that Archangel Michael join me and help me with the words that I need to say. And I'm hoping that Katie will join us here pretty soon. How are you, Maria? I was just saying my technology is not working very well today. It's being stubborn. I'm hoping to get Katie Wallen on here. She is actually somebody that I was divinely guided to. I entered one of her contests and then ended up in her group. I'm really, really good. I'm fantastic, actually. I'm having a great day. Other than my technology. Oh, do you ever have days like that where you're just like, what is going on? I'm just going to invite some people here. Maybe that'll help. Oh my goodness. I'm just waiting for Katie to jump on so we can get started, Maria. I'm hoping that some others will join here. Oh, okay, it does say that. My tablet actually, like, literally won't load the group. Let's see who else we can add here. Okay. I don't see Katie jumping on here. I'm just going to try to send her a message here when I have a second. So, affirmation contest, how excited are you? I started mine today already. I did all 3 all together just because I have to work. So, I kind of do them every morning for the compassion calling anyway, so I was really excited about this contest. It's funny because Katie Wallen has her own group, and she does card pulls every Monday and Friday. And one of the last ones I did was actually said affirmations, so it made me really happy. Are you excited about the contest, Maria? So, affirmation contest is going to run for 21 days, and we are each going to do 3 affirmations daily. I kind of already started a thread. Serena will be joining when she has time today. She's kind of got a busy day today. And do it for 21 days because that's what helps build a habit. And affirmations are so powerful, especially when you do them in a way that is truthful to you, in a way that is meaningful to you. It really has a serious power. And you can always surround yourself in hi Sibby, how are you? You can always surround yourself with affirmations. Like, I have a whole wall of them, and I do take time out and I say them, but I also do personalized ones because that law of attraction file that I just added, one of the big things that I took away from that was affirmations have to be something you believe. They have to have truth to them. They have to be something you resonate with. So to make them personalized has way more power. Oh, yay, I think Katie's here. Well, both Katie's. Katie's here. Let's invite you on. Oh, I can't invite you, Katie. Maybe you could send a request. I'm so excited. She's here, she's here. Now just to figure out technology. Hi, Layla, how are you? We're holding on, Katie. Everybody wants to meet you. I know, me too. I can't. I was just saying earlier on my video, I can't see technology is not my friend right now. It's quite funny. But yeah, so I'm just gonna go into my story, and then when we figure out how to get you on, Katie, we can go into it. I met Katie through one of her giveaways over Christmas. So I went through this whole manifestation phase where I was playing with manifestation and entering all these contests over Christmas and trying to win things. Not trying, I was winning things. Oh, there we go. Yay.
Okay. There we go.
Yay, we did it.
So, wait, that's so weird though, because I'm looking. Okay, was trying to do this on my laptop and I can't find it. So I'm on my phone right now.
Oh, fun.
And there it is. It's okay. So there's just a delay. Okay, this is going to be really weird. I got to turn that off. It'll be like a delayed time. Okay. So let me just put my phone down so it's not all wobbly. There we go. That's
okay.
better.
So I'm just gonna get into it. I met Katie. I was doing the manifestation, and she was so wonderful over Christmas. She started giving
Aw.
away
That
crystals.
was fun.
She's so divine about crystals. It's amazing. So I just had this feeling, and Serena kind of jumped on board and was like, I want to win a crystal too. And then she started watching one of your lives, and she's like, I'm really resonating with Katie. And I was like, Katie Mackey? And she's like, no, Katie Wallen. And I was like, who's that? And she's like, you gotta watch the video. So she tagged me in one, and I was like, oh my goodness. And I was totally hooked. And we got to really learn about crystals from you, like the knowledge and the spiritual advice that you gave over Christmas really truly resonated with me. Like I'm getting shivers right now. It's awesome.
Aw.
And I just really wanted to introduce you in this group because I know there's a lot of really divine ladies that haven't met you yet, and I know that you've got some really big things happening. So we started this affirmation thing just after Serena and I both picked the affirmation card. I think it was either Fairy Friday
Oh,
or
really?
Mermaid, yeah. And I was like, this is so weird, like the timing for this affirmation contest. And we thought, what a better way to give away a little prize, but to support somebody that we truly resonate and care about, and
Oh, you
allow
guys are
other people to get some of your wonderful essence. So maybe you could tell a little bit about yourself to everybody and what you're offering, because I know that the list goes on and on. So,
Oh gosh, yeah. Wow, well, thank you so much. I'm just so honored to be here with you ladies, and both of you were such a delight and a joy to have in the Crystalline Christmas giveaway group. And I that was really a huge learning experience for me, let me just say. But so well, my name's Katie, and I am well, this is telling my story. Where do I start?
at the
I was a
beginning, we all want to hear it.
how much time you got? No. So I was a medical assistant for almost 10 years and, working with, in the medical field with internists and, you know, well, I mainly worked with DOs, but I worked with, regular doctors. And then I went into radiology for a while and worked with geriatrics. I worked with mainly women for a long time. And through that 10 years, it was like 6 months out of school, I realized like I loved what I did. I loved helping people.
Hmm.
Um, but it wasn't in alignment with my core values of, I'm always kind of been more natural. Take the natural route first. And if that doesn't work, then thankfully we have Western medicine, there for us. So especially in geriatrics, I noticed how unfortunate it is that so many people come in with bags upon bags of medicine, and
Oh, yeah.
there's just so many other alternatives out there. So that's really where my passion kind of started, is of like wanting to educate people with natural alternatives. And but I am a single mom, and or at the time I was, and I had to make a paycheck, and
Hmm.
so I just made it the best I could with what I had. And I really had some major ups and downs in that career. And I want to say I got fired or left a job more times than not. And I know that was, spirit telling me I'm not in the right place necessarily. And my husband now, he and I actually were friends in our childhood, and we reunited as friends. And he's a life coach, and it was really kind of cool because he had a page for at one time that was dedicated all to he called it the Wallen phenomenon, and it was all about encouragement and a daily affirmation. He shared all this stuff, and I'm like, man, it's so cool to see you like change and everything. But he helped me a lot. Oh, is my point. And over the years of our friendship growing, and then one day we actually had a phone conversation, and he's like, "So what do you really want to do?" I'm like, I'm like, I just want to help people, but holistically. And I named off like yoga, and I want to do massage therapy and aromatherapy and, reflexology, all these other modalities that I'm really interested in. And then long story short, we kind of like, there was more interest there than just, this coaching. He wasn't even coaching me. Like I wasn't paying him. He was just being a good guy the way he is.
Mm-hmm.
He does that with everybody. He'll ask people deep questions that kind of make you think, but one of the things I love about him. But so it just kind of grew more into a relationship, and how that goes. And so we move in together, and I'm still working my 9 to 5, and he's like, okay, so I'm going to go back to those questions of what do you really want to do? Because at this time he had been working for himself for about 10 years. He hadn't been in a 9 to 5 for a very long time. And I like looking at that, like, I want that,
Yeah.
So he gave me the opportunity to leave my job and pursue my passions. And Hibiscus Moon's course came up first. Actually, it didn't come up first. I was actually looking into massage classes and other healing modalities that were more natural, but her course came up. And if you have been following Hibiscus Moon at all, you'll see that like there's a window of time to take her class, and then it's gone for like another 6 months to a year.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was like I had to do it now.
Mm-hmm.
So from then on, like I've always been like I said, everything's been natural to me since I was little. Crystals and trees and plants, like they've all kind of spoken to me in a way that felt real, in a world where it felt very fake. They're
Mm-hmm.
not fake, like, we're living in a very
Superficial.
superficial, yeah, this matrix that has been created that keeps us from what our truth is. So but the truth, I find lots of truth in nature. So the crystal healing course came up, and I took that, and ironically that is what introduced me more into Reiki. And because a lot of the people that were in the class already had Reiki attunements, I'm like, what is this Reiki?
Yeah.
So,
It was choosing you.
yeah. So I
Mm-hmm.
looked into that, and that was another one of those like, oh, well, this is kind of what I already do, but it's just kind of clicking it into place, with crystal healing. And as well as just as since I've been a young child, I didn't even know I was meditating, but I was meditating quite often.
That's powerful.
Yeah, well, I think that we all have, and there's so many different forms of meditation, but every night before I'd lay down, when I was teenager, I would review my day and how it went, and then I would visualize how I could have maybe done things better or different, how I would do them better or different next time, and I would talk to my body and like just share gratitude. So it was really interesting, like when I'm learning like what meditation is, and I'm like, wow, I did that all the time when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And then adult things happen in life, and I totally got out, we all get out of rhythm and things happen, for whatever reason. But so yeah, so then I got my Reiki attunement, and from there it just has blossomed on. I was able to take the Hibiscus Moon, the master's class, which dove even more into this. I love how she teaches because she brings science and practicality to it,
Mm-hmm.
and kind of takes out like the magical mysticalness, like
Yeah.
that's still there because I mean, nature is magical and mysterious,
Yeah.
but it brings it to a way of using them practically in your life. So that's really what I was sharing in the crystal
Mm-hmm.
uh, Christmas group, as I wanted people to see how practical you could make crystals, like implement them into your life. So,
Mm-hmm.
and then from there, I mean, another kind of side venture that I had was making my own products, because it was probably about 8 or 9 years ago that I really learned, maybe even longer than that, but where you start learning, how they process our food, and then you think about, well, if it's in our food, what's in our body products, our toiletries and things. So I started making my own soaps and lotions and toothpastes and all this stuff. And then when I learned more about the crystals and really like the science, how they actually help us, I started infusing them into my products, and
Yeah.
that's where I'm here.
I
Solaris
won. I
Rising
actually
and a
won
whole
one of
nother.
your perfumes. I think it was the Hawaii flower
Oh
infused,
yeah.
crystal infused perfume. I just at that time wasn't in a spot to pay for shipping to Canada, so um, it
That's
was.
right. I forgot you were in Canada.
Yeah, but I mean, it was really, really amazing. And if you guys don't know already, Katie is part of, well, not part, she is Solaris Rising. So we'll be posting that after this, all of her info and her group, Crystal. I always
It's
get it mixed up.
I did too for a
Consecrated
while. There's so many
crystalline crystallers, right?
It's the that was the Christmas one. It's the um, consecrated crystalline. Oh my gosh, no, I'm having a brain collective, collective.
Collective, yes, I always get
Yeah,
that one. I always think crystallers because we were in the Christmas group for
I
so long,
know.
yeah. So I
Me
always like it's
too.
my go-to. But we'll be posting that group as well. If you're feeling drawn to Katie, it's definitely somebody that you should be getting in contact with. This is why we wanted to do this. So
Oh,
we're
thank
offering as part of this affirmation thing that we're doing as an event here a I think it's 30 or $35 certificate for anything that is on the crystalline group or Solaris Rising that you're feeling
yeah.
called to get from Katie, so she can continue her story because I know there's even more here.
Well, yeah, we're ever evolving and we're constantly learning, and
Mhm.
we're always the teacher and the student. So, as I have stepped into these roles of crystal healer and Reiki master and all, my gifts have become more prominent, as that naturally they do when we start putting our attention toward that. That's, it shines back to us. So
Mhm.
my gifts have really unfolded to, and I'm being guided to really share the importance of chakra healing. So that's one of the things that I offer is chakra healing. Excuse me. As well as I just finished that course. It was a month-long kind of intensive of jumping into each chakra and learning not just crystals but other tools to help cleanse, clear, and activate, and really cultivate awareness of the subtle chakra body, um, the basic one, because I know there's other
Yeah,
levels. We've got
but the basic
infinite and
seven.
beyond, but right. So I just started with the seven basic, but then also through that, I'm learning that, I mean, I kind of shared a little bit about my relationship with my husband, my now husband Ray, and him being a life coach, and this has been his calling for since he can remember. He's always wanted to be. He's a motivational speaker. He knows the power of the mind and has mastered it in many
Wow.
ways that blows my mind. He's my teacher. He teaches
Yeah.
me so much. So I'm seeing the need for not only him and I, but for myself to kind of step out as a teacher in that realm, and kind of more of an intuitive women's coach is
Mhm.
where I see myself now kind of going.
Mhm.
So I'm creating, I have so many ideas and classes that I have coming up. I, the most, or the most current one, or the one that's coming up the soonest is I will be doing a crystals 101, which is basically just teaching you more about the science of it, in depth, and I will go through the different um, forms that you find crystals in, so like cluster and
Yeah.
points, all that, and why, which one's good for that, and what they're all good for. And then kind of helping you learn how to intuitively choose for yourself. It's just a really great informative class that I feel, if
I
you're
want
new to it,
it.
yeah, if you're new to crystals, it's a great way to get introduced. If you're not new to crystals, it's also a great way to just expand your wisdom on how wonderful they are as allies. So,
Yeah.
what else do I have going on? Well, if you do join the Consecrated Crystalline Collective, I have a few. I've been really quiet in that group lately, but because I'm working on so many things.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah, and I feel like if it's not by the end of this month, that definitely by April there will be a new implementation of how the group is ran, and I'm pretty sure that everybody's gonna love it because every day my idea is that there's gonna be at least seven uh, professionals in seven different modalities offering their wisdom once a week. So it's going to touch everything upon crystal wisdom, of course, and natural holistic health, animal medicine, and how to work with animals or how to connect with animals.
Yeah, that's a big one for me in my Reiki.
Yeah, well, and absolutely. Well, even with our own pets, like how to
Hmm.
communicate with our pets, what are they trying
Hmm.
to tell us, and why we attract certain animals into our life, and all of that. I have a very dear friend who's like an animal shaman. She's amazing, and she'll be part of it. And we'll have a weekly affirmation meditation experience and all kinds of really cool stuff. So I would love to have you guys all there if you
Yeah,
wanted to
so
join. But
we'll have your like all your info posted in different posts so people can, click on it and definitely feel free to post your info when you're ready for your courses in this group because all of these women are, growing and the same kind of definitely need the guidance and that's kind of why we created this group was to have this, divine like area that, wasn't about like hey, we're trying to sell something to you. It's like, no, we're just trying to grow with you and give you guidance because that's how I felt in the beginning was, I felt really lost. I don't have anybody in my life that is into this kind of stuff and it just like it happened so suddenly after my mom passed away, which I mean happens for a lot of people in their path, like something jolts
right.
you because I was already kind of facing it. I was like, chakras are cool and I've been learning about them for 7 years, but this like skyrocketed me and I had, I was just kind of going on Facebook by my intuition. And I mean, I'm lucky that I have such strong intuition, but we decided that we would just kind of, concentrate it, get it all in this one area and bring everybody in. So share, share, share in our group. Like,
I love that. It's a beautiful idea. Yeah.
mhm.
It's really wonderful to see, because, I'm sure we all belong to several groups, and it's great to see when other groups can collaborate
Mhm.
because it's not a competition, and I love what you guys are offering. This 21-day affirmation thing is a
Yeah.
great idea, and it's really true. It does take 21 days, to make or break a habit. And in fact, anytime I've had healing work done for myself and I've been given an affirmation, I've been told, read this to yourself 21 days straight. If you miss a day, start over.
Mhm.
Because once you do that, you're reprogramming your cells. It's not just like
Your subconscious mind is
putting it out
a
into the
powerful
universe thing.
thing.
You
Yeah.
are reprogramming your whole cell. Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's a beautiful thing that you guys are offering. I'm excited to be a part of it.
Uh, Sibby McMurray says, I love my crystals. I
Yeah.
think that was when you were talking about your crystal course. So, thank you so much for joining us. I know time is precious and you've got a million and one things going on. Is there anything else
Oh
you
my.
wanted to share?
Um, I don't think so. Just I encourage all of you ladies to participate, and I can't wait to see all the fun affirmations. I'm going to do my best to um, post one a day too, just because I think it's helpful and fun. And
Yeah.
I love how you were saying before I joined you, you were saying it's important to have it something that really resonates with you,
Yeah.
that feels realistic, I also want to just share that even if it doesn't feel realistic, because for instance, like I think for a lot of us women, especially, we might find ourselves challenged in really believing that we're beautiful. But if you can do these affirmations in the mirror with eye work too, like
Hmm.
let what comes up, let whatever, like the disbelief or the tears or the
Resistance.
anger, let that kind of come up, but continue to affirm to yourself, I am beautiful. So whatever the affirmation you choose for this challenge, um,
Very
just know
powerful,
that,
yes.
yeah, and whatever comes up it's coming up to become out, it
Well, and
wants to be really.
his biggest thing in this part that I put in the file was if you don't believe it, make it something that you do believe. I love myself. I am working every day towards that, and I know it will happen because it happens for others, because that's a true statement, right? You may not fully be there in the beginning, but just I love myself. Sometimes your subconscious is like, nope. Nope. And
Yeah,
yes, 21 days it will shift and you will feel that resistance and it will start flowing out of you because it needs to get out in order to love yourself. But it really opened my eyes to seeing just the power behind the affirmations when you can follow it up when you're feeling that severe resistance with something that's really truthful after, like you really are working towards it, saying it every day, and then your subconscious mind is like, oh, that's true. So I
yeah,
was
and
like
then it
that.
becomes second nature. Like
Yeah.
you won't have to remind yourself. Your unconscious self will chime in with, but you love yourself, remember?
Yeah.
you know
Yeah. It's amazing. So thank you so much.
yeah,
And everybody, I'm so glad that you get to meet Katie. I've
thank
been,
you so
really,
much.
really wanting to introduce you. So after we're going to post the information for her group and for her page because you guys want to join in on those divine card readings and all those awesome
Yeah.
videos that you do for guidance and whatnot. And feel
Today's
free.
Fun Story Friday.
That's true. That's right. It's my favorite day. Monday and Friday are so amazing. And feel free if you ever want to jump in and you're feeling like you want to, share something, like don't hesitate. This is a divine space for sure. So thank you for taking some time out of your day and introducing yourself and everybody. This is, somebody that you're going to be getting a prize if you do the 21 days. Thank you.
All right, have a great day.
You too.